I tell you folks, if you have this mower, now again, this is the same as the 20 volt Gen 1 version DeWalt mower. All right, with this one, it just takes one 40 volt battery. This line was discontinued probably around 2 years ago now. I think Home Depot still sells the batteries. They were selling them up to a couple 6 months ago or so, because I was contemplating maybe even getting one. But if you have the 20 volt version of this, it's going to run with two 20 volt batteries, and it was a good mower. It just, obviously this version was geared for the professional landscaper and stuff like that. And besides of the performance of it, it really is commercial grade. The performance, the build of it, not so much. All right, now this is old here. This is, a 5-6 year old mower, rusting a little bit, but very thin metal here. I loved how the handle, absolute genius with that. The thing is, the power is really, really good. My point of doing this, look at this beautiful suction. Beautiful suction. It's packed in there, like a nice little wiener package. Absolute performance. This was literally covered. Okay? It's right here. Okay? Right there. I loved it. I used it a lot because it was so light and it was so easy to kind of get in and out of the trailer. But, again, I can see the construction of it. It held up for me. And I used it a lot, but runtime kind of was an issue. But it's great at mulching or at bagging, mulching and bagging. But specifically for leaves here, see how thick. You see how deep that deck is. All right, so it's got a lot of room in there to not get kind of thrown to the side. So it goes into the bag real nice. Has a pretty good size. Look at that. When this thing just wants to go, man. All right, look at that. Look how deep. All right. So really good. Obviously, my bag was stuffed, but large hole there. Almost takes up more than half of the width here. All right, just real nice. The runtime, now if you had the 20 volt, you're probably really doing good with this, because the 40 volt version, if you remember, the biggest battery was a 6 amp hour. Okay, so I want to say how many watt hours that battery was. Now here's the 4. And I got a couple of these, and I got 2 6s. I got one brand new 6. I don't even know if it's good anymore, to be honest with you. But we're talking 160 here. All right, so cut this in half, 80. So add 80 to 160, 240 watt hours. Right now, obviously, if you have the 20 volt version of this, you could rock with those 15 amp hour batteries, right? Now, obviously, it's going to take 2 of them, but with the 6, I get around 25 minutes. Okay, with this, I get around 15. But not only did I do my whole front yard with this, and that's where I dumped them, I pretty much did my whole side yard here too. And I got it really low. It's low, so I can get all those leaves. And it was, I cut the grass pretty darn good here too, because it was pretty long. That's as far as I can widen her out. But I was so mad I didn't do a video. But I did a video of this mower probably 2 months ago, and not too many people seemed interested. And I understand, it's discontinued really. Especially this one, you can't, it's the 40 volt version. So it's, you still might be able to get the 20 volt version maybe on eBay or something. But you know, if you have this mower and you have the 20-volt version, if you do have, or if you still got to do your leaves, if you want to do a little video of it in action, because I'm really mad. My phone was about like 8%. I was like, oh man, as soon as it goes to 5, it won't record anymore. So I was like, so I charged it while I was doing this, and I'm at like 20 now. But you know, I love it. I love this mower. I still use it a lot, obviously. I basically used it this whole summer. I really just used it to keep it going. You know, I'm afraid that if I don't use it, it's gonna, you know, seize up from, you know, because I haven't used it until this year for probably like 2 years. So, great mower. Again, if you have it, there's no need. You know, if you had the 40-volt version, you know, I think you could still get the 6s. Probably on eBay or maybe some online retailer. But if you have the 20-volt version, which most of you do, I'd say probably 80% of you do. I mean, I got this, I did a deal, right? Remember the deal, the big video at Lowe's? These were going for $150 a piece. The 40-volt version. They did have the 20-volt version for $152, but I missed that one, so I had to get the 40-volt. I probably would have gotten the 40-volt maybe anyway, because everybody has the 20-volt, and I wanted to get some content here. But, and I love the lift system on it. It's so easy to move this deck. This thing is really springy. I mean, you know, if you have these, kind of doing it with one hand, you kind of have to hold the unit a little bit. With this thing, man, it don't matter. All right, now I guess we got some rust on her, but she's still holding together pretty good. And you got the 2 handles. It was just really light and easy to use, you know. But yeah, if you have a video, or if you got to do your leaves, you know, if you want to do a little 5-minute video, because the people with the 20-volt version, I'm sure there's a lot of people still rocking that. And if you do have the 20-volt version of that, comment. Let us know how it's doing. Did you kind of get rid of it, scrap it, because it's old and got something new? Or are you still rocking with it? Because I would love to know. Wouldn't you?